Hello, and welcome back to Sky Factory. This is part 26. Last time, we built that giant reactor over there, and off camera, I did finally figure out how it works. Turns out, I was using the wrong outlet. Somehow it never clicked in my head that redstone flux means RF. Don't know how I never figured that out. Anyways, so I left this thing running for like a minute and I spent about 2 hours getting the resources to make this gigantic capacitor bank. Like, it's not physically gigantic, but it holds 40,000 RF, and this thing filled it almost all the way in like a minute. So, if that tells you how, I guess, overpowered this is in comparison to the lava generators we've been using, yeah, this is just awesome. So, anyways, if I just turn this on actually really quickly. Let it heat up, let it get all the way up to full power. Let's see just how much power this is generating per tick. Okay, it's slowly moving up. This is about where it maxes out at about 11.1 thousand RF per tick. So, yeah, if we just go over to the achievement book really quickly, I believe there's a few achievements that have to do with this. Produce 1000 RF per tick. Check. Produce 10,000 RF per tick. Check. Just in doing that, we have already checked off 2 achievements from our book. So we're doing pretty good so far. So anyways, now that we have this thing up and running, I'm actually going to turn it off because, well, it's already almost full. And once that gets full, we start wasting power. Or not power, but I guess we waste fuel. Because it burns the same amount of fuel no matter what, but once it's full, this can only pull out half of what it's generating. And yeah, this is practically already full already. And yep, it's not adding any more RF anymore, which means this is just going to be completely filled with stuff permanently until we can pull it all out. So today, there's a couple options that I have. I can either start working on my ME system now that we have a, well, not ME system, but advanced storage system now that I have an actual power source that can power it. Or I can go around hooking this thing up to literally everything and never have to use a lava generator ever again. So, yeah, it seems like my options are pretty good. So, if I just look back at the, what was it called? Was it advanced storage or something else? Refined storage, that's what it was. Alright, so refined storage. Oh yeah, also I started taking allergy pills, so hopefully my voice won't sound absolutely awful and snotty all the time. So let's see. We've got storage blocks, we've got eternal storage, 1K drives. Maybe if I just type in refined, yeah, that shows a lot more stuff. So what is everything we're gonna need? We're gonna need a controller, I bet. We're gonna need a crafting grid. We're gonna need maybe a crafting monitor, disk drive. I'm guessing we'll need one of those. I don't know what 90% of these things do. Remember how I should have researched what half the things do with the other mod that we were doing last time? Yeah, I'm doing the same thing this time. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, the first thing that I'm seeing that I'm gonna need is all of these have quartz-enriched iron. Or quartz-enriched iron. Which, oh wait, no, you can just craft it. Okay. Never mind, pretend I said nothing. I was thinking I was gonna have to do like a bunch of sieving. But nope, I'm just gonna grab like half a stack of this and make just a bunch of this stuff because I'm assuming we're gonna need a lot of it. So, a controller, how do you make that? It's just silicone, quartz-enriched stuff, machine casing. Make one of those really quickly. Put that in the center. Put these in the corners. Put a diamond there. And fill the rest with silicone. So there we go. Controller. So now that we have this, don't really know what to do with this. Hold on, I'm just gonna... Actually, I'm gonna set this down over here because that's probably where it's gonna be. So we have this thing. I'm guessing this is how much power it has, this is how much storage it has, and yeah. Let's make a crafting grid next. I think that's what lets you like actually access things and craft in it. So first we're going to need a grid, which means we're going to need another machine casing, a bunch of processors and construction cores. We'll need a basic processor, which means I need a solderer. We'll need printed silicone, okay, which is also made in a solderer. How do you make a solderer? I could have just searched it right there. It's just 2 sticky pistons and 6 quartz enriched iron. Alright, that should be very simple. Put those there, put that there, and there we go, a solderer. So it says needs to be placed or connected with a controller by placing it adjacent to or by connecting it with a cable. So I'm assuming that means that I'm going to have to put this here, and I'm probably going to have to power the controller. Alright, so let's actually move this over here, and let's connect this up to the power source. Or actually, I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to wrap some cables around, which means I need to go grab the cables, because I can't really do that without them. Yep, there we go. We have the thing, I guess, working. We have the controller activated. So that means now we have the solderer up and running, I think. So I'm going to put these cables back real quick. And let's see, what were we making in crafting grid? So we need a grid, which means we need construction core, which is glowstone on a basic processor, which is redstone. A printed basic processor, which is just smelting an iron ingot. This is a lot of stuff. Okay, then once you have that, printed silicone, which is you smelt silicone, and that makes that improved processor, which is basically the same thing. A printed improved processor, which is gold. Another printed silicone. Okay, then destruction core, which is another basic processor with nether quartz. So yeah, this is a lot of stuff. And then once we have that, it's it's an advanced processor actually, which is a printed advanced processor, which is smelting a diamond, and then it's a printed silicone again, and then redstone. This is a lot of stuff. All right, start gathering things. I might actually currently have enough to do this without really having to do much. Make those. Go over here. And next, I need printed silicone, right? Which means I need to cook 4 silicone. There we go, printed silicone. So then put printed silicone, redstone, and iron. And that's slowly making. Let me make sure. That should make a basic processor. Then, other than that, we need. Okay, make that. That needs. So yeah, we need 2 basic processors. So I'm gonna make another one of those. There we go. So then we need 2 advanced processors, I think they're called. They're called improved processors, right? And then we'll need a destruction core, which is what the other basic processor is for. So yeah, we've actually already got all the stuff we need. This is a lot easier than I thought it'd be. So let's make the construction core, the destruction core, put those there, those there. I believe I need a casing, I think it's called, machine casing, yes. Put that in the center, and then is it just bordering with more? Yes, it is. So now we have a grid. Alright, but wait, we still need to make the crafting grid, which means, yeah, it's just a crafting table and an advanced thing, which is basically what we just made, but with a diamond instead. I was kind of avoiding this mod last episode because I was scared that I would mess everything up and do everything, like, it'd be like super grindy and stuff, but actually this is way easier than I thought it'd be. This is going super easy. That I don't have the resources I need. Second I say that. And also I was using crafting table instead of the solderer, so that wouldn't have worked anyways. So now put that there, put that there, put that there, and now we have a crafting grid. Alright, so if I put that there, yeah, we now have, alright, that takes 4 RS per tick, Don't know what RS is. Is this constantly taking power, or is it fine? I don't know. How fast is it using power, actually? I'm gonna check the controller in here. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. Maybe I could have powered this with lava generators. Anyways, so now we have this thing, which means, can we store stuff? Not yet. We need storage things. So that means next thing we need to make is a disk drive, I think. So we need advanced processors again, which means we need more silicone, we need more diamonds. We just need more everything. Put those there, put that in the sides, and there we go. We now have a disk drive. So that should mean that if I put this here, yeah, that can now store disks. That's 0% full. Alright. Oh, it's because it's not directly connected to the controller. I believe it said it needed to be connected maybe with cables? Yeah. So if I just make a couple of those real quick, it makes a lot. Wow. So just put these all around here. That should connect to this. Oh, is it saying it's 0% full like that? Hold on. Is it? It is. Alright, it is doing things. It's just, I think it means it's 0% full, as in that's how much it can hold. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So now I need to figure out how to make drives. So 1K storage drive. We'll need glass, redstone, quartz enriched iron, and 1K storage part. Do you use that to make the next storage part? You do. And then after that, do you use that to make the next storage part? You do. I might actually just go straight for a 16K storage part, because yeah, then it's basically the same recipe to make the actual casing. Alright, let's go for that. So we need to start with glass, silicone, redstone, and quartz enriched iron. Alright, so it starts really, really simple. Put that there, put that in the corners, not there, put that there, and quartz enriched iron up there. So now we have a 1K storage part. I believe we need 3 to make the next large thing, or the next size of a storage part. Yep, yes we do. So now we need basic processors, which are super easy to make, and we need 4 of them. And then it's basically just the same redstone, but you replace what was there before? Glass. You replace the glass with 1K storage parts and silicone with basic processors. There we go. So now we have the 4K storage part. Now to make the 16K storage part, you need 3 4K storage parts. And then just improved processors. The problem is I need to make 2 more of these. Alright, give me a minute. There we go, now we have 3 of these. So if we put those there, put that in the middle. I forgot to make the actual thing, the advanced processors. How do you make their printed improved what is it that we need? Improved processors. So yeah, that's just gold and silicone again. Alright, give me another second, I guess. Question. How long would it take me to make a 64K storage part? Would it be worth it? I'd get... Yeah, no. For the sake of my sanity, I'm not going to do that in this episode. I might do that off camera, but if I do that off camera, this is how you make it. It just takes 3 16K storage parts and advanced processors. But for now, I'm not doing that. But we do have the improved processors, which means we can now make one 16K storage part, which means if I put that there, how do you make a casing? Okay, put redstone there, there, and there. Put this across the bottom, that in the corners, and there we go. We now have a 16K storage drive, or disk. So if I put this in here, alright, that means we now have 16K worth of storage, which, yeah, we can just put whatever we want in here. So how much power does this use per tick? 8 RS per tick. Don't know what that means. If I look in here, How fast is it draining it? Still not very fast, which is good. That's generating, or it would generate about 1,000,000 times faster than that's draining it. So yeah, this works out pretty great. Now the question is, what do I want to do with this? Because I could just leave this this little system right here, or I could go down into here, make a little area where I can just store a bunch of storage banks, and basically just have like an underground, but not underground, computer, and then run cables all around my base, replace every single crafting table with one of the cables, and a crafting grid, and yeah, I could do that. That would be really cool if I did that. It'd look awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna move this thing down there. It would be a lot easier. Well, maybe not easier, but it'd look a lot cooler if I put it down there. And there we go. We now have this thing down here. And I believe I cleaned up everything up here. Yes. And also, this little setup that I have down here looks a lot nicer than what I had up there. So, yeah, this is surprisingly compact, and I'm surprised it actually works. But, alright, I guess we have a storage system now. So that means I can check off another achievement. Create a refined storage system to store your things. Check. Ooh, link an ender pouch to an ender chest. I don't know. I definitely haven't done that, but this has nothing to do with what I've been doing in the video, but I might be able to check off another achievement, just to say I did. The ender chest is super easy to make. The ender pouch, also super easy to make. Alright, let's do that. Hopefully blue wool works the same as regular wool. So put those in the corners, put those on the sides. I did not make a chest. Hold on, give me a second. Put that in the center, and yes, it does work. Alright, perfect. So then put that all through there. I believe that goes there. I think that goes there? Or do you flip those? You flip them. Alright. So now, if I put this chest here, put like some redstone in it, and then look at this. Yes, alright, that works. So we have technically done another achievement. Check that off. Automate loot bag creation, opening, and compression. I should do that, but I'm not going to do that this episode. Actually, what is the earliest thing that I haven't done yet? Supremium stuff. That's the earliest stuff I haven't done yet. So that might end up being what we're doing next episode. So off camera, I am going to basically just put cables going everywhere and link up everything to my new system and hopefully start filling that with all my items instead of just having items laying around everywhere. So yeah, this is going to be a big off-camera project, but hopefully I'll be able to get it all done. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.